What's going on? This is here if you need it. When people show you who they are, believe them. I feel like for me, and I'm sure for you, when you're on this path of self-realization, you understand or come to the inevitable conclusion that there are other people at play in your day-to-day life, and that not everybody is here to get it, make sense of it, or justify your path. I think sometimes, especially early on, when I started meditating a lot more and kind of really leaning into this, I was very much finding it hard to translate what I was feeling to other people, or to make something that was making so much sense to me resonate with somebody else. Not everybody is ready. Not everybody is called to explore the way some of us are. I think that by any act, whether it just be through pure coincidence and a divine enveloping, or so much compression and trauma that you start realizing that inward is the only choice. Whatever it is, not everybody has that same path. I feel like for me personally, the best things I can do are usually falling on the side of understanding and grace. It's not for everyone to get, it's not for anyone to understand, it's for your own personal conquest. It's your own personal becoming. You can't be discouraged when people don't necessarily understand where it is you're coming from. I think for me, it's beautiful to live with polarity, to live with a sense of intellectual opposition sometimes, because it causes you to root down and reinforce what you feel is true to yourself. Your family's not all gonna get it. Your friends are not all gonna get it. But that's okay. You don't have to convince anyone of this. I feel like it is something that happens to the lucky ones, whether they are 10 years old or 76. This internal relationship. And when I say, when people show you who they are, believe them, that relates to everything. That relates to how you trust people, how you give agency to their opinion, all of those things. We're not in this for opinions. We're not in this for it to make sense. We're here for resonance. We're here because I know that there are like minds who have traveled this path and have kind of been able to communicate the architecture of it. Some people are obsessed with the external world. And it's a beautiful place. I get it. I like it a lot. says the car horn. But when you find yourself on this path and you find yourself in this mode of like, wow, I really am a spiritual being having this experience, and this is all truly just illusion, it can feel like, and when you really get that, when that starts to really solidify within you, it can feel isolating. But it's not for them. It's for you. It's for me. It's for those who understand that the best thing I could do to change the world is change myself. So much going on right now. So much just awful, beautiful, terrible, amazing things happening outside of ourselves. And I deal sometimes with the overwhelming nature of that. But when you meditate, when you take time, you realize that your perspective and your embodiment is the truest thing you can do. Those lead you to act in kindness to others, leads you to act in a faithfulness to a higher order. And it's beautifully confusing. The number one thing that the world is calling for right now is just authenticity. It's calling for honesty and clarity. And to be the change in that, it's a very simple directive. Be honest. Be true, be authentic. And authenticity is present-mindedness. It's being rooted in the now. You may not always have opinions that, and you shouldn't always have opinions that just kind of are fortified and are just like, yep, this is what I believe, so this is how it is. You got to be malleable. You have to be open. You have to be able to accept that everything is fluid and in constant motion. But your job is to act in faith. Let's let the plane pass. I said in a other little video the formula for faith, and the faith formula is most present action. If you can sit within yourself, find yourself in the present moment, which there's a bunch of different methods for that. I think the most practical method that I love is beauty observation. So find yourself outside, and I don't care if it's a little tiny shrub. You look at that shrub like it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, and you breathe it in and say like, wow, like dang, look how gorgeous that is. You admire all the edges, if there's any flowers, but it's beauty awareness. And the awareness of beauty creates present-mindedness. And you know it because you feel it. It's not a oh, am I doing it right? Like if you're doing it, you feel it. And then you act from that place, and that is authenticity. So with regards to others, with regards to how you communicate, who gets it, who doesn't get it, all you can do is be present. All you can do is allow people to get there in their own way, and to be a bridge and to not isolate that from them. You know, I think people deserve bridges and boundaries. Some people find it threatening maybe, or don't necessarily like this, you know, And with that is, like I said, it's a healthy boundary. It's the ability to just to not allow it into your cipher, your essence. And then with others, just always allowing a bridge of understanding. You know, we're all just walking each other home. How we get there is how we get there. I think that's all I got this morning. Yeah. Let's have a good one.